Don't know when my nights became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings, everything is faded. Maybe this is karma, definition of jaded. This stays on my mind, this stays on my mind.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. Baby, when I say these YouTube streets done hit the shambles level, whew, I don't know what is going on with these content creators and with people feeling that they can just, I don't know, act the ass and it's okay. But we're going to talk about this today. So, yesterday I was minding my business, being nosy on the YouTube streets, and I came across a video by Boo Bougie. She was talking about being upset. Here's a piece of what she said.
I got a message today, and me and Miss Peyton Marie Childs was going back and forth. Not like that.
My question is, what does she mean, not like that? If y'all going back and forth, then obviously it is like that. I'm just saying, you know, let's just call a spade a spade. She ain't liking what you doing.
I said what I needed. Well, she said what she needed to say. I said what I needed to say. And we just kind of dabbled like that, right?
Child, boo. Honey. So basically, she reached out to you, got you told, and you licking your wounds.
But, you know, I want y'all to take a look. I didn't post it. I actually recorded it yesterday. And I said, okay, nah, I'm not going to post it. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not going to be bothered with it, you know, because it's becoming a headache, right? But I feel some type of way, right? Because even though I didn't agree with everything Payton did and said, I still love her as a person. Not love in the past tense. Love her as a person, right?
My question is, how you love somebody you don't know? And let's just go ahead and put it out there. Miss Boo Bougie has been putting out a lot of videos about Payton. Quite frankly, I can't say, okay, it was about this or that. Because, I mean, it was just her really kind of just, you know, talking generally, I guess. But all the while saying, oh, I'm a PayPal, I'm a this, I'm a that. But it's like, you saying you a PayPal, but you basically trying to consistently talk about the pal that you paying. Like, it don't make sense to me. I don't know, I was confused by it.
And I feel some type of way. I ain't gonna get all into it because it's another video for another day, right? But what I will say is you can't have everybody around you. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the amen section. You can't have an amen section around you and think that you're gonna win. You know, and I'm not talking about anybody's downfall, but that's why I put this specifically in here, this young lady, Kitty. She talks about taking advice from women in the street, you know. I don't know what these PayPals do. I don't know their walks of life. I don't know anything like that. But what I will say is for you to be in the comments causing all this ruckus, like that wasn't even the design of my channel. You know, even though I don't know Payton, we ain't never hooked up, we ain't never hung out, we ain't never talked on the phone, we ain't never did none of that, right? But I feel some type of way because I feel like me and her was cool. Like whether I talked to her or not, just the vibe, just from watching her.
You know, the more she talks, it's like the more confused I get. She's saying that Payton can't have a amen section, or is she saying that, hey, you're excluding me from the PayPals and that's not where I'm supposed to be? you're listening to them instead of listening to me? Because that's kind of what I'm getting. Tell me what y'all think in the comments, because I don't know. It's like, what is she really trying to say here? And why does she feel a certain type of way? What has happened to make you feel a type of way?
Even with the stuff I didn't agree with, right? And just for example, I don't drink. She drinks. Well, not now because she's pregnant, but so I'm not gonna watch her. I watch Gina Janine. Gina Janine drinks. I watch Chelsea Janae. Chelsea drinks. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about when I say you don't have to agree with everybody, right?
So it is true. You don't have to agree with everybody, but clearly these two have had some type of disagreement. Now, I believe that this content creator is trying to be evasive and not trying to put too much out there, because she's kind of trying to straddle the fence. Life has taught me you have to stand for something or you fall for anything. And I think that Boo Bougie was trying to stand with Peyton, but at the same time, she was trying to become a reaction channel, and most of her reaction videos are about Peyton. Now, that doesn't automatically mean that she does not like Peyton or what Peyton does, and so she's criticizing. There are a lot of different reasons that people do commentary. It can be criticism, it could be education, it could also be educating others about something positive that one individual is doing. So just because she's a reaction channel doesn't mean it has to be negative. However, most reactors do kind of critique. It makes for more interesting conversation. Anyway, so she mentioned that her and Peyton had an exchange. So here's a little bit of what Peyton had to say. And this was not on her YouTube video. This was actually on her Instagram shorts, which only stay up for 24 hours. And guys, we are using this for commentary, so it is falling under fair use. So, I mean, she can say that it's not, but yeah, it definitely is. Let's hear what she had to say.
A lot of people been asking me why I turned my comments off on my Instagram story. I've been getting a lot of DMs, like people apologizing, like, if I did something wrong to you, I apologize, I can't comment on your story.
I don't understand why people would apologize to a person who they have done nothing to. It's almost weird. She says that people are calling and messaging her and apologizing. For what?
It's not you. I turned it off for everybody. I turned it off for everybody. Because I realized I've been building rapport with flip-flop fake ass bitches.
Not bitches.
You can really be talking to a motherfucker for years, and I think in the back of their head, they think, I don't know that bitch in real life. I ain't got no loyalty to her. So at any point, she make me mad. Some she do I don't agree with. I can flip-flop. I just had the most interesting exchange with a motherfucker that I thought we was cool for the past 4 years.
Not yours. Baby, when I say this lady is Memphis till she die, country.
Lady done made a whole reaction channel about me.
Now, I don't know if the whole reactions channel is about Peyton. However, she has discussed Peyton quite a lot. I mean, every freaking day she's putting up a video about her. So, I don't know if it's a Peyton channel, but she on there a whole lot.
I think she in her 60s. Craziest shit ever. And let me go ahead and disclaim this before I continue, because a lot of people be like, Peyton, you gotta be more like Beyonce. Beyonce responds. She responds in her music and her concerts.
Now, how the hell did Beyonce come up in this shit? What does she have to do with this, Peyton? And you're saying that people tell you to be more like Beyonce? Why? Are you comparing yourself to Beyonce? Do you feel like you're on the Beyonce level? And no, Beyonce would not be on here calling a 60-year-old woman a bitch. Let's keep it real. She responds, maybe so, but calling an older woman a bitch because she is talking about you, I think Beyonce understands the hierarchy of conversation and attention. I'm just saying.
You gotta go. Trust me, but when I say that cheap spandex, you look a mess lyric, it hit the person it was meant to hit. But as I was saying, mind you, this lady has a lifestyle vlogging channel, and for the past 3-4 years she been mentioning me in her lifestyle vlogs and how she has dreams about me.
Now, that's a little bit weird. And why were you trying to maintain conversation with her? And why, if you're having dreams about Miss Payton, Miss Boo Bougie, are you now talking about her every day? Like, this whole shit is weird. Like, what was the goal here? Because this don't just seem like commentary at this point. But, yeah, it's still kind of odd that you maintained this, Miss Charles. I'm just saying.
As much as it made me cringe, I never made her feel weird. I say thank you for the shout out. If I ever saw her comments in my, in my comment section, I make sure to respond and say thank you, love. I always acknowledged her. When she reposted her buying my body care collection 3 weeks ago, raving about it, I reposted it and I said thank you. So it's shocking. It is. So yeah, we had a little exchange this morning because I'm thinking, damn, not Miss Dream a little dream. That's crazy. Like, I get it. The other reaction channels, I ain't got no rapport with them. They just be going off their suggestions from their viewers. But I'll say this, y'all got to stop letting y'all viewers and subscribers send y'all out. Real talk. Because the last girl who channel, I think she deleted her channel. I did not get her channel deleted. I don't know what happened to the motherfucker, but she got a lawsuit in the mail from me. And next thing you know, her channel wasn't there no more. And she sent me an apology email.
I find it interesting that all of these people are getting sued by the likes of Payton. She just going out here throwing $1,000 bills out here suing people. Why? Because they had an opinion? Or it's just you done found some kind of inside track, like a person who works at Google that's giving you personal information about these people, and when they don't say things that you want them to say, you start to bully them? Because that's what it seems like to me, is some bullying, whatever. This lady started to act in a way that you weren't okay with, so you started bullying her, or that's what this is bullying. And you know that she wants to stay in your good graces, so you are now doing or saying what you want to feel and say because you feel like she'll conform. Is that what this is? Because otherwise, I just really don't understand what the hell is going on here. Also, I found it interesting that she has so many people that she's needing to strike and sue. I mean, nobody is spreading lies about her, defaming her character or anything. They're just talking about the things that she put out. That's not a reason to strike a person and sue just because they said you wearing orange and you might actually have on pink or whatever. Like, I don't know. Mrs. Peyton Marie Charles seems to be the textbook copyright bully.
But I recall her saying in the comments that she was never going to react to none of my videos because I had got a reaction channel deleted. And she's still trying to be on her channel. That reaction channel deleted her channel too and sent me an apology email. I didn't have her channel deleted. You need 3 strikes to get a channel deleted. She had only did 2 videos on me. But y'all got to stand on business and stop getting sent out. The flip-flopping shit does not end there, because people are speculating who the dad is, and someone's like, oh, well, it's him because I seen them at the hospital together, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, where would they get that information from? Because I ain't even seen no black people in my hospital. I specifically chose a white doctor for my privacy.
Now, why does she think just because she has a white doctor that is going to give her privacy? As if a black doctor only has black patients and a white doctor only has white patients. Like, what year and what city does this woman live in that this rationale makes sense? I mean, it's really kind of a naive way of looking at things. Now, I agree that people shouldn't be using their position and the information they can gain from their positions to, you know, dox people, but the color of your doctor has nothing to do with it. Maybe the exclusivity of the doctor, for example, they only take on high-end patients. Now, I could see where that could get you some exclusivity. People in those situations may have a little bit more to lose, but a doctor's color doesn't at all depict a situation or scenario to where you're going to definitely have a certain level of exclusivity. Like, that's almost a juvenile way of looking at it, to be honest.
Because I know that a black doctor will have black employees, and black nurses tend to leak medical information for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's pretty risky. I wouldn't do it. But I know that happens. So I specifically chose a white doctor. So I'm like, where would that come from? I ran across a comment this morning, and it's from a PayPal who lives in Houston. So I'm like, you don't even live in Dallas. This girl has over 100 comments under my YouTube videos, praising me, complimenting how I dress. She's defending me under other reaction channels who were pitting me against another Houston influencer. She follows me, watches every IG video. Where the switch up happen? When?
Guys, the point of this video is to, again, talk about the fact of the content creators who use the strike system and abuse it to control people. I do believe that this young lady, Miss Charles, is one that does that. You've heard her in this conversation alone talk about at least 2 people that she sued. I've heard there are others out there, and she threatens that. And then the thing is, for what? This lady here never really said anything rude or unruly about her. Now, did she ask the $1 million question dealing with the daughter? I don't know. I did never see that, but I did see her apologize to Payton for something. It just makes no sense to me. Also, I don't think Miss Payton understands the truism of the fair use rules and regulations, and how just because you got money to sue a person doesn't mean you're going to win. I hope that those other people who you are suing actually deserve to be sued and aren't a person who you are just using your big pay day or your wallet to throw in their faces. Because it seems like you do a lot of that, ma'am. And I mean, for me, kudos to a woman who can pull herself by the bootstraps up and become someone amazing. I do applaud that. However, that doesn't make you better than the next individual, nor does that give you control over the next individual. And I mean, that is why people in this world have such a hard time. The haves always want to control the have-nots. And I'm going to be honest about something. I know for a fact that there are times where Peyton uses who she knows and what she knows to kind of get over on the situation. That's the same thing as using content to bully people. It's just another example of that. Guys, tell me, what do you think about this? Do you think it's just her using her privilege to dominate someone, or do you think this is just a horrid mistake, or do you think that Boo Bougie deserves to be treated the way that she has, which I'm assuming she's saying that she's being harassed by the PayPals, and instead of being a part of the crew, she's now extricated. Tell me what you guys think, because this is a very interesting situation. It really is. And I definitely would like to know how you guys feel about it. I don't think anybody should use something that they may have to their benefit to try to hurt another person. I mean, you aren't going to win for the long haul doing things like that. And quite frankly, it's just being an ugly person.
Don't know when my nights became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings, everything is faded. Maybe this is karma, definition of jaded. This stays on my mind, this stays on my mind. Trying to put a muzzle on my crazy feelings. One minute I'm cold and then the next I'm slipping on. With somebody new, I swear she don't deserve it. Oh, it's still on my mind. She's still on my mind. Yeah, we build it up, just to let it all